You're always this stupid, or did you take lessons?
I don't like your jerk-off name.
You are a sad, strange little man.
I don't like your jerk-off face.
5'9", I didn't know they stacked that high.
And I don't like you.
I fart in your general direction.
Jerk-off.
Yeah, alright, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've got a few platinum fails on my list, but what? Your trophy list is 100% complete? Perfect? Is it?
Oh, shut up, you tart.
But I do though, and I cannot lie.
You other brothers can't deny.
Though the plat got tough, I used to quit post-haste and uninstall that double pace.
You get sprung.
Cause you know that f***s your completion.
You are so old.
So are you.
Yeah, but unlike you, I'm not totes cringe.
But I have more plats than you.
Oh yeah, that gets me going so bad. Oh baby. Pathetic.
I guess I'll just get on with the video then.
Yeah, let's go see all the other things that Zack couldn't finish.
So where to start? I guess bottom of the barrel. The games I played and quit quicker than Leonardo DiCaprio snuck out of any one of his girlfriend's 25th birthday parties. The 1%ers. The games I either didn't like or didn't own. There's a few from before my trophy hunting days began that I've simply never gone back to. GTA 4, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Street Fighter 5, Mad Bloody Max, Micro Machines World Series, Black Ops 3 and Ultimate Marvel vs Capcom 3. A game I almost returned to a while back, but thanks to listening to the insufferable whinging of a friend growing more frustrated and depressed with every brutal mission on their way to the Massacre of Task Silvo over chat, then I decided not to follow in his miserable shoes and leave the game at 1%. To rot at the bottom of my platinum fail barrel. And Resident Evil, the apex of gaming, a franchise so beloved even I want to suckle at its delightful titty and sip the franchise dry by eventually earning every single one of its fantastic platinum trophies.
Can't get 2% on the first of the series but think you'll plat the entire franchise. It's like a 2-inch dick telling a prosy's pussy that he'll give her the best night of her life.
Okay. Then there are the games that I actually did start after becoming a platinum addict. These games were dropped for a multitude of reasons. Assassin's Creed Valhalla frustrated me within an hour after I went off for a little wander around the second opening area. I got stuck up a mountain, unable to move, and eventually rage quit the game. You see, the game had bugged out, crashed, and my save no longer loaded. It was corrupted, leaving me frustrated at yet another Ubisoft uni-bombing of my completion percentage. But we'll get to Ubisoft's sins later on in the video. Some of these games I actually enjoyed but couldn't make the time for when I wanted to, so they were simply neglected. But are games I do hope to go back to one day, like Marvel Rivals, and of course a game I tried and found so frustratingly difficult that I rage quit after an hour. But I am an emotional driver, as those closest to me know, and I fucking hate this infuriatingly cute mascot bastard, so Crash Team Racing was never gonna get platinumed by me.
I still don't get why you're trying this game. It's an 8 out of 10, you delusional plonker.
Hurtful.
But fair.
But fair. Then there are the games that were put on my account, not by me, but by those I call friends, by those I cherish, my boys. The betrayers. Each and every one of them. But I do forgive Figer. And for the full super story on how Meat Boy landed on my trophy list, check out the video in the corner now. Link is in the description. Now they say that lightning never strikes twice, but history dictates that it is doomed to repeat itself. And both of these statements cannot both be true, can they? Lightning didn't just strike me twice, it struck me a further 3 fucking times. My friend Pedro, courtesy of the wonderful See You Next Tuesday, Crimson Purgatory, Hollow Knight by the saucy Vault Boy Steve, and of course the holy grail of S-rank godliness only achieved by a minuscule fraction of its player base. A platinum so tough that those who earn it can never be silenced about it. Trust me, I know. The Emerald Sensei, my personal hero Guy Firuski, inflicted his greatest pain and proudest platinum upon me. A challenge I faced head on, squared up to and looked it right in its ultra rare platinum face and said,
How about new?
Those 4 games tempt me more than any others on my backlog because I really want to make Firuski proud for once. And most of us will encounter these, especially those among us who began as basic gamers.
More like basic bitches.
Fine. Those of us who transitioned from basic bitch to Platinum Nights and attempted to clean up our backlogs will all have likely encountered these. The Unobtainables. The Platinum's impossible to earn, whether it be server closures for me with GTA 4 Mad Bloody Max, or the umpteen FIFA and Pro Evo titles in my PlayStation history. The sad truth is that unobtainable Platinums stain many a hunter's list. It's a tragic fact that we have to check a game's platability if we care about completion percentage, and that prevents us from playing games we clearly want to, which is why having a second system to play on is healthy, and why I am playing Arkham Origins on my Steam Deck, not my PS3. There are of course Platinums that are so buggy they can make a game unplatable, but as I said, we will get to Ubisoft later in the video. But one game on my list that looks embarrassing but I don't feel is the dreadful Telltale title Tales from the Borderlands. Now this sits at 47% complete as I finished the first 2 chapters of the story, but this was back when it was on PlayStation Now, before Telltale went under and before the PS3 stack of the game became delisted digitally. So with the game full price in the store back then, I left it until it went on sale or the full game was released on PS Now. Time is a great healer, they say, but time is what turns kittens into cats or something.
So he's trying to be clever and use a Buffy reference and thinks he looks smart and cool. But honestly, how many of you get his stupid Buffy and Angel references? How many of you want them? Just let me know. I can save you from them.
The actual fuck crew. Why don't you go eat a Snickers? You're not you when you're hungry.
Who am I then? Because I'd quite like that. I wouldn't have to listen to your shit jokes 24/7.
Jesus Christ, crew, you woke up ready for war today, didn't ya?
I'm a wife and a mother. I'm always ready for war. Bitch.
Terrifying. But time can be deadly for a trophy hunter, and the time I wasted neglecting Tales from the Borderlands made the game unbuyable, let alone unobtainable. Sure, you can buy it digitally now with a PS3, PS4 stack, but whenever I load the game up, it always starts a new trophy list, never continuing the half-finished one on my list. And yes, I could buy a physical copy, and if I see one reasonably priced, I will grab it, but the prices I see ain't exactly reasonable.
Huh, so £40 on a backlog game is too much to spend, yet you'll argue with me for months about spending 700 quid on 2 copies of Godzilla for you and Turtlebat to boost?
That's different.
Oh, sure.
The worst thing for me about trophy hunting these days is having to finish and platinum a game that I fucking hated. And this pressure has buckled me on many a platinum adventure. There's a few of these. I'm pretty chill when it comes to finishing games I don't particularly like. It's a talent I get from the autism. The ability to disconnect and just push through, like when you're having a one-night stand after clubbing and they're all sweaty and stinking and gross, but you just plow away until the job is done.
You said till the job's done.
Borderline grubby Platinum Lumini, which features in one of my friend Platinum Opus's videos, very much worth watching, is a boring game. That's it, it's as simple as that. It's a shitty, buggy, boring, bug-based game I didn't enjoy. So watch Opus's video, it's much more fun. Battlefield 2042 was so bad that my entire boosting group quit the Platinum, bar one. Despite us all wanting to hang out, none of us could stomach the escape artist Bronzer for extracting 25 times in the god-awful Hazard Zone PvP mode. That is genuinely the worst PvP I have ever played. I'm not even sorry, it sucks. It really sucks. Sorry, not sorry.
He says that line after sex. Every time.
Half, whole.
Star Wars Battlefront I failed not once but twice, and my second attempt at playing the game really enforced me how big a Star Wars fan I truly am fucking not. Sonic Forces reminded me that I've always sucked at mascot platformers. VR Worlds gave me motion sickness, pure and simple. The Outer Worlds bored me as I tried to following a guide to plat it when I should have just enjoyed it. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid bored me after an hour, so its insane 500-hour completion estimate sent shivers down my spine. Vestiges of my basic bitch days haunted me, with the Sonic Team Racing, Rocket League, Saints Row, Gas Outta Hell and Ghostbusters Remastered all filling my backlog, all half tempting me back into a spring cleaning montage with a pixelated incarnation of Freddie Mercury. But one game I herald as unbearable is actually a remarkable game.
That's a tongue twister.
I'll give you a tongue twister.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, baby, you ready?
Aye, pappy.
How much wood would a woodchuck chop if a woodchuck could chop wood?
Oh, fuck off, Zack.
But the remarkable game I'm talking about is none other than the brilliant Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, a game celebrated for its mental health-inspired narrative, rich environments, and stellar lead character. But playing on headphones was a little too trippy for me and stopped me from being able to enjoy it properly. So I will go back to it one day. It's a game that deserves to be finished.
Huh, like the millions of jobs you promised to get round to in the house? Yeah, right.
Exactly. Which leads us nicely into our next section of ZX Fails. The ones that I will probably, maybe, hopefully one day get round to actually finishing. Now, these games I stopped playing for one reason or another, but do plan to go back to. Some of the games I plan to return to have already been covered, such as the quadrilogy of skid marks that my cherished friends put on my list. Payday 2 is a game I really enjoy, and me, Steve, Crimson and Figer all tried to get it done last year, but with me in a pretty bad place and too many distractions, I let them all down. Hopefully they'll give me a chance at redemption in the near future, if Crimson and Steve can get the fuck out of League of Losers long enough to earn a fucking platinum again.
Whoa. Now who's the super double mega bitch?
Sorry, I just miss my boys and wish they'd go back to playing good games like they used to. Dark Souls Remastered I only stopped playing because I was distracted, and I will return to it very soon, with Crash 2 and 3 likely this year. Escapists 2 and Dead or Alive 6 are all there for whenever I get twitchy about my completion percentage, possibly for a milestone. You all know what a whore I am for a good milestone video. And if this video gets 50 likes, I'll do a video on all my major trophy milestones in all their bold and bizarre glory. A few games I started around Christmas and simply lost enthusiasm for, but do plan to revisit and finish, such as the fun but brutally difficult Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl, which is a ruthless and controller smashing platinum with a 0.61% ultra rare. Definitely one that I will try at least, as I am a massive viewer skewerverse nerd. Ghost Recon Breakpoint I'm still trying to do now, but the problem is that it is just so bloody boring. And then there are the ones that I say I'll go back to, but actually beat me like I was Man United. Yes, even I, the incredible ZXL, occasionally do fail a platinum trophy. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? That even a gamer as good as I, with the reflexes of a jungle cat and the smarts of a chimpanzee. Oh no, do not scoff at the noble chimpanzee, my friends, for they truly are the king of the smarts in the animal kingdom. Unlike the dolphins, who accrue acclaim for their wonderful communication skills and remarkable ingenuity in getting high, the jungle swinger uses tools to hunt, to fight, to reach food. This is a rarity in the jungle or anywhere in the animal kingdom. The problem-solving talents of the chimpanzee are truly quite remarkable. Thank you for attending my Bing search of the day. Mortal Kombat X is practically unobtainable unless you keep one eye perpetually glued to NetherRealm's social media feed, to be instantly alerted when invasion events are going to drop. And Injustice is simply a grind that I didn't want to face after the catcall catastrophe of Injustice 2.
Oh god, here he goes with the bloody dad jokes again.
I am a dad.
You sure?
What?
What?
Oddworld, new and tasty, just infuriated me. I don't know if it's the 25 FPS or simply the impeccable timing required to just get through each goddamn level, let alone through a completely perfect run saving every fuckwit Mudokon in under 3 flipping hours or what? But this game made me look stupid. Over and over and over and over and over and over again.
And we all know he doesn't need any help with that.
Quite. So I uninstalled that piece of shit, sharpish. But a mighty sobering platinum fail that makes me realise I was never as good at the original game as I thought way back in the day is the glorious remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, which had me raging worse than any FIFA has ever done. The hard get-thers and combos are unreal and truly separate the console kings from the average Joes. Sadly, this game did its sorting hat magic and designated me...
Better be Hufflepuff!
What? No, fuck off. Just average.
So, Hufflepuff.
I'm at least a Ravenclaw.
You're as whingy as a Gryffindor. Wah! I can't get hard plaits. Wah! My pretty hair is gone. Wah! My daddy is dead.
Fucking hell, crew, that's way too far. You don't call someone a Gryffindor.
That's a matter of opinion, and I did not ask for yours.
Atari Flashbacks is a true throwback to my infantile days, and that is exactly where that platinum pursuit led me, to the physical state of a toddler, crying on the floor in the fetal position, whining for my mummy.
Are we on to mum jokes? Oh, no? Well, let me know when we are, because I have so many jokes about your mum.
But Tony Hawk's did destroy some fantasies I had about how good I was as a teenager, and was a very sobering experience. And I plan to go back to it and try again over and over until either I rage quit in furious disgrace and delete my PSN account altogether, divorce Crude, so my kids, flee the country, change my name and live in a teepee in the middle of the Sahara for the rest of my days. YOLO! Then of course is the big one, the one I want, the one I really, really want.
I wanna really wanna say
Wolfenstein 2. Yes, my white whale, my unicorn, my fucking Eleanor. A game I love so much but have failed to beat fully. My closest attempt at Mind Laban leading me right to the campaign's climax only for concentration to slip, like the controller in my sweaty, greasy hands. But like I once inspired my friend Score to earn that platinum, and its infernal big bad bronzer, Mind Laban. He, in a glorious cycle of trophy hunting magic, has now inspired me to once again giddy up and join him in the ranks of Wolf 2 Platinum Achievers. Or at least attempters. I'm gonna be an attempter at the very, very least. Finally on this list is a game I have no intention to ever go back to. We finally reached the Ubisoft centre of all of my platinum fail pain. The game that truly broke me. The platinum that denied me. The publisher that shat upon me. Assassin's Creed 3. But I didn't really fail that platinum so much as got bugged the fuck out of it a hat-trick of times and gave up. Okay, rage quit. Okay, fine, it beat me. It beat me harder than Ike hit Tina and Tina hit the powder. Too far? Really? Modern audiences, huh? Connor's remake bugged out on me an incredible 3 times in 3 incredibly different ways. My first playthrough I encountered the UFO umbrella glitch, the most common bug in the game. A glitch which stops progress in the frontiersman challenges as the umbrella in question is non-responsive. My second playthrough was blighted by an issue with the George Washington conversations. I had them all, over and over again, many times, but they refused to register. A rare but infuriating bug, one I've only seen confirmed by one other person, and they were playing PC. Finally, my third and very final playthrough of the game ended with non-responsive NPCs in the delivery missions, preventing me from completing them. Don't you want your deliveries? Thus the now infamous fury I have against Ubisoft. How the fuck do you remaster a game and give it more bugs than it had when it was originally released? Like, how is that even possible? And what fucking fuck nugget at Ubisoft allowed the game to be released when it was so incredibly flawed?
Oh, that's enough of that. We've heard that rant too many times. I saved you.
But that game taught me a very valuable lesson, and one that I'd like to share with you right now. It is absolutely okay to quit a platinum. That's it. It's always okay. Any game, any platinum for any reason, at any time, at any point. And no, I don't give a fuck if anyone says otherwise. They're a full tilt plonker. Your time, your gaming, your choice. I quit the FC25 Platinum not because I didn't enjoy the game, I did. I actually feel it's the best FIFA in a decade and the game's community is cooler than ever before. Honestly, I exchanged more positive messages with other FC25 players last year than I did in every other single game I played combined, and I can count on one hand the number of negative messages I received via the game. A good chunk of them were GG's or unlucky bro. I'll be honest, most of them were unlucky, bro. So why did I quit a platinum that I earn every year as tradition? Well, it's kind of simple. I have a tendency to get lost in certain games, like big MMORPGs like DC Universe Online or Elder Scrolls Online. The Football Manager franchise has sucked at least 10,000 hours out of my life. Yes, a full, solid year of my life has been spent playing Football Manager. I wish I was joking. Who am I kidding? I regret nothing. But I was falling into that FIFA trap that has also historically been a bit of a challenge for me to escape. And this time I couldn't be left to wallow in my football fandom misery of getting battered by cutbacks and meta masturbators spamming finesse shots or bumming me senseless with that huge bastard Adama Traore, who of course has a truly unstoppable card in the game that was only given to people that bought it day one. And that pit was swallowing me whole. I was spending every waking second I had free playing or doing SBCs on the app on my phone, and I'm really not a phone person. I literally have no idea where the damn thing is half the time, and when I do, I don't sit with it glued to me like Crew does. I really couldn't give a toss about my phone. It does not interest me at all. It's a phone, an alarm clock, and occasionally a Bing machine.
Bing machine. Sounds like it's pumping out Chandler jokes.
Oh my god, I would love that.
Right!
The game was also bringing out a rather aggressive competitiveness in me that wasn't exactly healthy. And after smashing a controller in sheer rage after being lag cheated in a game, I realised it was time to say goodbye to this year's football fuckery. No plat is worth raging to that level, no plat is worth putting yourself in an unhealthy position, and no plat is worth having a secret credit card just to buy packs that promise you unlimited power in the form of elite icon cards, because when your wife finds out about said credit card, she has your balls in that vice grip so rough it feels like Joe Pesci is tossing you off. My pathetic Platinum Trophy fails summed up in one huge, emasculating and embarrassing video. How do you feel about your Platinum Trophy fails? Are they as bad as mine? Are they shameful? Or are you wise in ways that I simply am not, and don't think about the plats missed on the road you've travelled, but only on the plats that lay ahead? Let me know in the comments. Be good to each other and yourselves.